Hey y'all, thanks for joining me today. So it's been a few days since I posted a video because I make more than just junk journals, and I had an order of 35 Christmas gifts to make for one of my clients, and so he said, uh, do whatever you want. And so it took me a minute to come up with something, but this is what I came up with. Um, so some of these things I already did off camera, like the wood, for instance. Since I had to make 35, this is already done. I just took a 4-inch wide board, cut it in 4.5, and then cut it in half, and then sanded it down really good, and then stained it with some oak stain that I got from, where did I get that stain? The Dollar Tree, I believe. So, what we're going to do is we're going to make a little tree, we're going to make a little angel, we're going to put it all on and then put it together. So, I already had made the tree, and then I thought, well, I should probably just go ahead and make one on screen. So I don't have any more of these left, but this is a styrofoam ball, 1 inch in diameter. I cut them in half, and then I just took white acrylic paint. I believe I got that at Walmart. Just the apple barrel, whatever white paint, doesn't really matter. And then just painted that on there, and I gave it 2 coats. The tree trunk, I got a bunch of dowels. I want to say it came in a pack of 40, and they're all different sizes. And some are square, and then some are round. So I just took these, and I don't know exactly how long they were. Let me see. Okay, so 12. They're 12 inches long, and so I cut them in thirds, so they're 4 inches. And then I just took some, I think it's apple barrel paint, and I believe this color is burnt umber, but any brown really would work. And then I am notorious for burning myself with my trusty glue gun, and I don't like using it. However, for some reason, this worked better than the Fabrifix, because I did try that too. So I just put some hot glue on there, and then this is the tricky part. This is some garland that I got from I don't know. I actually had it in my stash for a while, but I probably got it from Walmart, and I say that only because of the packaging, which I'm keeping, obviously, because we can make something else out of this. 50-foot non-lit soft light garland, 1088. Just from the look of this, I would say it was Walmart. And I've had these quite some time. So when he asked me, are we still on for Christmas this year, because I made him gifts last year, I said, sure, 25? And he said, no, this year 35. And I was like, oh, okay. What would you like me to make? And he said, you're the creative one, you figure it out. So a couple of plan A, plan B, plan C. I don't even know what plan I'm on now, but this is what we got. So that's still hot. So I'm going to take this one. And what I'm going to do first is, I already have this open because I've just finished up the other ones. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this on here first, and then that way I can close that up and we don't have to worry about that. And so this is just Minwax water-based polyacrylic. I suppose I could have used glue and like decoupaged it, but this dried a little bit quicker than the glue did. Okay, and we're just going to center that as best we can, just eyeballing it. And I noticed that I did have to hold down one side until I got that other side on there, just because it was moving, and then it would bubble, right? And I do have a little bubble right there. Okay, Dollar Tree also. I get a lot of my supplies from the Dollar Tree. You don't have to have all the expensive fancy tools to make any craft, really. I keep tweezers in my craft room, and I use them a lot for I use them often for a bunch of different things. These right here, as a matter of fact, my pointy tweezers, I use those for just about everything. So I'll wash this later, but I'm just going to go ahead and wipe it off. I also keep baby wipes in my craft room because they're good for cleaning up. All right. Okay, so that takes about 2 hours to fully dry. But what we're going to do is we're going to take this and just put some glue on the bottom and then pop it down. So because there's a hole all the way through, that tree trunk is being held on by the glue that I just put on this little fake mound of snow. And I will show you how I hid that in just a second. I forgot about that part. Okay, so this is what I use to paint those mounds of snow. And let's see, I'll just use the same brush here. So there's actually not a lot of glue seepage on this, but this is all I did. Very carefully, so I didn't get it everywhere. Just went around it, painted up those glue seepage. All right, there's not really a lot on this one. That's good. Okay. And just very carefully. So while I was staining this, one coat wasn't really very dark, and so I did a second coat. But the second coat, no matter how long I let it sit there, never seemed to dry fully. It was kind of tacky, sticky, like. Just put my thumb in that. Okay. So I started sanding them down, and then I realized that I'm in the house because it's cold outside, and I was getting sawdust everywhere. So what I ended up doing was another non-craft item, right? This is how I got the stickiness to go away. Just put a little bit of baby powder on this puff, and I wiped it all over the whole thing. And then I wiped it off with just a rag to get the whiteness away. And there we go, stickiness gone. Another non-craft item used as a craft item. You just look around your house, there's plenty of things that you can use for crafting that are not technically craft items. Okay, so since I was mass making, I do everything all at the same time. And so this here was made with this ribbon. You can use any trim, really. I chose this only because they didn't have what I wanted. And what I wanted was something similar to this, but blue. And because the colors of his business is blue. And so I ended up going with some tulle And what I did with that is I just, actually I had to use those clips that people use for sewing. I guess actually you could use that as a craft item too. These here, because what I had to do with this was, I don't know how wide this is. Let's see, 6 inches. And so what I had to do was I had to fold it in half, and then I had to fold it in half again, and then I had to put these on it and just to hold it together so I could pleat it as I was sewing it onto that trim. So that was a little tedious, which is why I wanted blue ribbon to begin with. But that's okay because it came out cute anyway. At least I think so. Okay, so what we're going to do first is grab our angel head, doll head. I got these from Amazon. I don't remember how much they cost, but they came in a pack of 50, I believe. And I had a friend of mine just put a slit down about a third of the way through the middle. It came with this hole in there, but we're gluing it to that base there. I suppose if you wanted to make an ornament out of it, because it's sitting on a block, you could probably just put it in your tree sitting on a branch. But what I'm doing is, because of that slit that he put there for me, there's just a little bit of roughness in there. And I'm just going to sand it out. And I don't know where I got this either. I found it looking for something one day. And I don't know. I don't know what it came with. But it is a file. So I keep that handy. I'm sure that is a craft tool of some sort, woodworking or whatever. Okay, now this part, what I did here was took my jingle bell. I got these off of Amazon also, if I didn't mention that. This came in a pack of 35. And I'm just going to put some glue on either side. I hope you can't hear my dog whining. And then put just a little bit of glue in there, just to make sure. And then we're going to put this right over top of that. And that's okay that there's extra glue right there, because not all of these are going to go down all the way, but they do actually work. But we're not going to... we're going to glue it down so it's not going to work. I don't know why that's not going down any farther than that. Okay. That does concern me. And do I have any more heads? Let's see. Okay. I had some more heads. I don't know where they went. Okay. Well, we'll just... this is what we'll do, because I don't want to take a chance of that head popping off. So we're just going to put glue all the way around there. And putting glue right here, because this is how we're going to attach our little angel clothes. Put that all the way around. Make sure that it's all the way around there. And my other non-craft tool, where did it go? It's a spatula, so I don't burn myself with this. Okay, all right, I don't know where that is, so we're just gonna use, we're gonna see if this will work. Okay, that spatula was perfect. I have no idea where, oh, here it is. I knew it had to be around here. Spatula, Dollar Tree. And I just use this to squish that top part up there. Needs a little bit more glue. Actually, before I put that on there, let me just see here. All right, I cut that a little bit too long. So this was fitting at about 3 inches. So I'm just gonna cut that off right here. About a 1/2 inch maybe. Those are not fabric scissors. Okay, and we're gonna put a little bit more glue right there. And be careful if you're making these, because since we are working with hot glue and this jingle bell is metal, the metal does get kind of warm. Okay, so now we got our little dress on there. And just to hide the fact that she doesn't have any hands, we're going to put this rose on there. And we're going to put it right there. Okay. And then this was the tricky part for me. I wasn't sure how I was going to do this. And these came off Amazon also. I'm not really sure how to link that down in the description box, but I will do my best to link everything that I used. So what I did with this is these feathers came in, I want to say it said a pack of 100, but I had feathers everywhere. And so I am almost positive that it was like triple that, because I had feathers coming out. Oh, because I have a fan on in my room here, which I never turn off. Okay, and so we're just going to lay that down and squish it a little bit with the spatula. Make sure that they're where we want them here. And then we're going to take this little bow. I got these at Walmart. They come in a 40 count. However, I ended up buying 2 packs because I lost the 1 pack that I counted. But the ones that I counted, actually, it was not 40. It came in a pack of 37. And I emailed the company and let them know that I did not get 40. I only got 37. And they did not even bother to respond to my email. Of course not, right? Okay, and so this is actually for a company called Visiting Angels, and they do senior care. Friend of mine, I've known him for a few years, and so when I was looking for something else, I came across this gray eyelash trim, and because he caters to, his business is senior citizens, I figured we would make our angels have gray hair. So what I did with this is just wrapped it around my finger. About 15 times or so. Snip it off, tuck this end in here. And, okay, so that's going to be underneath. And then we're going to take our tweezers and we're going to put them in. Let me get that. Okay, let me tuck that back in the other side, because we're just going to get our tweezers and put it just like that so we can be ready. And we're going to take our hot glue gun again. Oh, I should have done that first. Okay, I didn't think about that. Okay, so we're going to very carefully try and see if we can do this. I might have to make another one. I didn't think about that. Okay, and then we're going to take this. Oh, you know what? I don't need to put it on that. Ouch, 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 ouch. Okay, that's really hot. Okay. All right, so yeah, I don't like to use the hot glue gun at all. Okay. All right. Wow, that really hurt. Okay. Another reason I don't like using my hot glue gun is because of the strings that get everywhere. Okay, because this takes a few minutes to really dry 100%, I already put this together, but this is what it was. Just trim. I got this at Walmart, and it comes in a strand of 4 yards. So I just cut off, I don't even know. I want to say it was like 2 inches, 3 inches maybe. Just because, ouch, man. All right, okay. So, yeah, I cut off, I want to say there's 18 little beads, and that came out between 2.5 to 3 inches, because not all the beads are the same size. Okay, and what we're going to do is we're just going to start at the front and put a little dab of glue right there. And we're going to make sure that the piece that's put together is in the back. And so we're going to just take it and put it right there. And then we're going to lift that up with one finger. And then put a little dab of glue right there. And then using your tweezers, just push that down a little bit. And then we're going to go over here and lift that edge up. Put a little dab of glue right there. And then put this down on top of it. And then do this to the other side. Lift that up just a little bit. Okay. Squish that down just gently so we're not messing up the hair. Okay. Okay. String everywhere. Okay, so I'm going to let that dry for a second. And this is what I'm going to decorate my tree with. And all I'm going to do is, okay, this is there's different size stars on here, and this is the big one. So since that's all at the very top, I'm just going to take this and twist it into a circle shape. Cylinder circle, kind of. And we're not going to glue this on because maybe they don't like silver and they want to decorate this little tree however they want. So this is going to be just sitting on there, and we're going to do this right here. We're just going to put it over top just like this. All right, that's dry already. Okay, and we're just going to move it around so we can fluff up this tree. And this bottom one, I'm going to hold it back here so I can bend it up just to hide the end there. And then we're just going to squish it into place. Okay, that looks good. And then we're just going to take some scissors and trim that up a little bit. There we go. Give it a little haircut there. All right, I like that. Okay, so this should be dry now. No more burning myself. And we want to make sure that the bell is out of the way. I don't even know how best to hold this without burning myself. Okay. Take this again, and we're just going to go all the way around the rim here, making sure that we have her little dress out of the way because we don't want that to glue down. And we also don't want that jingle bell to get in the way, so we're going to keep this held like that. And this is going to adhere like right away, so you want to make sure that when you put it down, that is exactly where you want it. All right, there we go. So do I need a little touch up there? Yeah, let me just give a little touch up right there. A little touch up right there. All right, there we go. That is the last one done. Now all I gotta do is wait to make sure that this varnish here is not sticky at all, which it's not, but the directions said to let it sit for 2 hours. So I'm gonna let this sit for 2 hours while I go and make tags out of craft paper and just stick them on there and say something like, you know, thank you for choosing Visiting Angels. Happy holidays, something like that. And then I'm just going to put it in a little bag with some tissue paper, and we're going to call that done. So I hope you enjoyed what you saw. I know that normally I make junk journals on this channel. However, I do make other things, Christmas gifts, quilts, wreaths, you name it, I've made it. Whatever the customer wants, if I can get it done, then I'll make sure that I can do it. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed this. And if you liked what you saw, please like, subscribe, and share. And I heard this other woman, she always ends it with saying, let's grow together. And absolutely, when I woke up this morning, I had 147 subscribers. And I'm really happy about that. So I think one of my next videos is going to be, let me just get that out of the way, items that you can use that are definitely not craft items. So once I clean up my mess here and I get everything together, that will be a very quick video, and I might even be able to get that done and up today. So, all right, there you go. Isn't she cute? Okay. Happy holidays to y'all, and I'll see you in my next video. Have a great day.